Alright my friend, in this video you are going to learn exactly what you need to do before you automate your agency's sales process. I get questions every single day from you guys asking me how I automated most of my agency and how I was able to hire a salesperson to take sales calls for my agency. And trust me, this is something I struggled with for a really long time before I figured this out. I tried a couple different salespeople before we found someone that actually worked with the process we had in place. So it's not as easy as just deciding to hire someone and you walk off into the sunset, you've got an automated agency. There are lots of key things you need to do beforehand. If you don't do these things, I can almost guarantee that you will have zero results, zero success, and your salesperson will quit because they're not closing any deals. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some slides of, again, the things you need to do before you automate your sales process, and before you hire a salesperson.
So now you're looking to build out a sales system. Now, before you go and do that, I just got to make sure that it is actually the right time for you to go ahead and build out this sales system. Okay, so these are some key things that I would look for in your business to see if it is a good time to build it out right now. So point number one is that you are actually happy with your close rate. Okay, so the close rate means that if you get 10 calls and you close 3 of those and you get 3 new clients, that means you have a 30% close rate. So you have to decide for yourself, what are you happy with here? You know, it really depends on what you're offering, right? And where people are booking calls from. Okay, so for example, let's say you're doing cold outreach on Instagram and you don't really have a big warm-up process and you are pitching relatively low ticket, then you can probably expect 30% to be a good benchmark. Now, for example, let's say you're a coach or consultant where all of the people that are booking calls are coming to you. So they've seen your content, they've seen you all over social media, and they're coming directly to you. You are probably going to have a much higher close rate. Okay, so again, there's lots of different things to look at there. It's going to depend on the traffic you're actually getting, the quality of the traffic, how warm they are, and of course, what it is that you offer. But you have to make that decision. Are you happy with your close rate, or do you feel that you're just under delivering on that side and that you could drastically improve that rate? Are you confident in the product and service that you offer and the results that your clients and customers are getting? Because if you're not, you really shouldn't be trying to sell more of it, because if you're not confident in it, well, the results are not really going to speak for themselves, and eventually something is going to go wrong. So you want to make sure that your service delivery or your coaching or your consulting is dialed in. Like, you know, you can get results with people. Just by getting more clients, it doesn't mean that they're all going to get better results, right? If anything, when you take on more clients, you probably get less good results, right? Naturally, because you'll have less time to work with those people. So please do make sure that you're very confident with that. Now, you also need to know, is your time going to be better spent elsewhere? Because if it's not, you know, and you still have a ton of time to do all the sales yourself while automating the rest of your business, well, then keep doing sales. Okay. Now, if you know that your time will be way better spent on the business activities, then yes, you should definitely build out this system. Now, another thing to mention is that, you know, if you're just really not good with sales, you may be in a position where your close rate isn't good, but you're very confident in the product and service you offer, and that you know that someone else could do it way better for you. If you feel that really strongly, then yes, you can probably skip number one, skip the close rate, and just go with trying to get someone else in. Just know that it's going to be a little bit more difficult because you won't have that benchmark to go off of, and you won't have tons of past experience of having tons of sales calls to basically explain to that person that you bring on, okay? But ideally, you do want to get to that stage where you can outsource the sales side of your business as well, so that you can move fully into on the business. Now, finally, you want to make sure you've built up a bank of sales calls, FAQs, or frequently asked questions about your company and the products and services that you offer, and of course, the results you get and all of that good stuff. Reason being is that if you are, you know, you've got 2 clients and you've literally only had 2 successful sales calls, it's going to be very hard for you to explain to someone new how they should do sales for your product and service that you offer, because you don't have enough data. You need to have tens of clients, ideally, who have come into your company, become one of your customers, and have had a sales call with you. So ideally, you want to have, you know, multiple tens of these, if not, you know, 100 plus, ideally. But look, some of you are going to do this sooner than others. I know a lot of agency owners only do this once they've really hit, you know, at least multi-6 figures, you know, at least 20K, 30K per month. Same with coaches and consultants. Most coaches and consultants will basically handle a lot of their sales for a very long time. So what I'm going to look at now with you is building a system that you are going to be still working in. Now, this is a system, of course, that you're building that eventually you can hand off to someone else. But when we're going through this, just keep in mind that you're not going to be handing this off straight away unless you've hit all of these criteria, you've got hundreds of clients, and you're really ready to get to that next level. Okay, so if you are not, definitely keep watching, and we will go through all of the key things that you need to have in place and the things that will basically make your sales more automated, okay, so that there's less chance of human error, but also just to make sure that you're doing it in the best way possible. So we're going to get into that very, very shortly.
So that is a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and you got some actionable insights that you can take into your agency before you automate your entire sales process, because trust me, it's an amazing thing to do. It gives you back a lot of your free time, but you have to do it the right way. You have to wait until the time is right, because doing this too early on really doesn't make any sense for you or for the person that you hire. Because if you hire someone too early on and they don't have a proven process to follow to close deals, I can guarantee they're gonna leave you and you'll be back on sales in no time. If you enjoyed this video, definitely do drop a like. If you want to stick around for more videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.